Okay guys, this is Jimmy's first lesson on e-collar. So it's turned down low, he doesn't feel it right now. But whenever you see that red light in the bottom of the corner there, it's when I'll be pushing the button. So as long as that light is on, I'll be using stimulation. So first things first, he knows the place command. I usually start out and I teach, or I start out conditioning e-collar with more of like movement, let's go, come towards me commands. But for Jimmy, he likes to be towards and always glued towards you, so I want to start out being able to teach him to go towards something. So we're going to start out with that today. I'm going to first start with just finding his lesson. So I just kind of let him wander around, and I just kind of randomly start pushing this button and dialing up. I'm not going to do it while he's staring and sitting at me on place like that, in case he doesn't like it. So we'll just move this for a second. So I'm going to start tapping this and dialing up. And I'm just looking for a little response from him. Right there. So that's on a 16. I'm going to go down to like a 10 and try again there, 12-ish. So that little look down is because he's got this box on the left side of his neck there, and when he felt that for this first time, he's like, what is that? He's not quite sure. Okay, so that's 12. We'll try 10. Okay, so he's feeling it on 10 too, so keep going, rolling down. I want him to barely feel this. Okay, so he's feeling that. We're on 8. We'll go down to 6 and we'll start here. Good boy. Good. But as you can see, he's not yelping, he's not screaming, he's not fearful. He's unsure of what this is, but that's about it. So again, I'm on 6. Still feels it. Okay, we're on 4 there. Okay, so it looks like 5-ish, 6-ish is the lucky number. Some scratching is normal. He's just trying to figure out what that is, feel if he's got, something on his neck. So he's on about 6. We're going to start there. Good. And I'm going to set the collar down and get a couple of good repetitions without it. Place. Boy. Good. Good boy, Jimmy. Good. Good. Free. Now, I'm starting out with a command that he knows so he can figure out how to turn it off. I wouldn't want to teach him place with this. There is a way to do that, but it's just it's a good way to mess up a dog, really. Good. Yeah, so you see he kind of offers it if I don't tell him. Good boy. Which I'll take for right now because he's going to hopefully default to that as he feels this and he's trying to figure out how to turn that off. Alright, buddy. Good. Alright, first repetition. I'm just gonna tap it a little bit as I say place. Place. Good, and that was it. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Good. Free. I also do use it on free. Good. And the reason I tap in the beginning is because some dogs can kind of freeze up with that just constant stimulation. So I like to give them a little bit of tapping. Here, place. Yes. Good boy. Good place, and we're on 6. So I'm not even sure if he's really feeling that. He's not, looking down at his neck. He's not giving me any adverse reactions. We got Zeus here that wants to get his turn. Free. Oh boy. Good job. Yes, good job. So I didn't even point or say place there. I just tapped the button a couple times and kind of stepped towards it. Good. Free. So you can kind of see here like how much dogs respond to body language as opposed to verbal commands. Yes, good boy. Good. So I'm only using this, tapping it now until he starts to go to place. And then I let off the button, start to praise him, reward him, and he gets his treat once he's there. Free. Good boy. Good job. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So it's nice and slow. Good. Free. Good job. Good boy. Good. Yes. Good. Good job. Good. Free. Good job. Good. Good boy. Good. Good. So I'm just going to reward a sit here so he gets paid for something else, and he's not only going to place to get paid every time. Like that. So I'll even actually physically stop him there. There, good boy. Good. So in that repetition, good. Free. I started out free on a 6 and I'm tapping. He's smelling my pant leg. Sometimes when dogs get into their noses, they can get a little bit distracted. It could have been that, or it could be that he just wasn't feeling the 6 anymore. So as I was tapping, I just started to dial up, and as soon as we got up a couple numbers, he responded. And you could see like where he kind of felt that next number, he stopped and then went on to place. And I'm not trying to block the camera, but I'm trying to get him to sit a little bit. Yes, good boy. Very good, buddy. Good job. Good. Free. Good boy. Good. Good boy. So eventually what I'm looking for with the e-collar is I can just push the button and without saying anything, he knows what to do. So that gives me the clarity that he understands this and he knows to turn this off, as opposed to he's just going to place like he did before. So if I set it every time and without pushing the button place, he would just go. Good. Free. Good. So he's barely feeling this. Yeah, there, good. That was a good repetition. So he was barely feeling it. And I got to just tap and let him feel that for a second. And when I knew he was feeling it, I got to offer the way out for him, and he goes, oh, I can go to place and turn this new feeling off. Good. Free. Good boy. Good job. So we're just empowering him to turn that off. Good things happen when you do that. We want to increase the behavior of going to place or whatever we're working on with the e-collar. Zeus. Yeah, a little bit, buddy. I think what we're going to do is try a bed. Good boy. Good. So I just wanted to make sure he could go on there. I know he plays and lays on it. Yeah, good boy, Jimmy. Good boy, buddy. Good job. Nope. Place. All right, so there's the beauty of the e-collar. That's the huge benefit there, because eventually we can fix him and get him to go back to place without having to walk all the way over or have a leash on him or you know, make it a big deal. We can just tap this button and get him to go back. Good boy. So we hadn't done it yet, but he stepped off for the first time, and I started to just tap my button. So I'm going to teach him, when you're on place, you stay here. If you step off, the button turns on until you go back to place. So we're going to basically play the floor is lava. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Very good. Very good. Good. And now we can use a couple of these and make sure he's paying attention and not guessing here. So now we have two options to send him, which is a little bit advanced. I typically wouldn't do this in our first lesson, but he's catching on good and he's guessing quite a bit, I think. So I'm gonna let him get off the smell here. Okay, so he's facing this way. I'm going to push the button. Good boy. But you can see most of that was just my step. That body language moved him towards this place out there. So I really could have, you know, as we move on, I can step this way and place that way. But that's for later. So that's the first lesson on e-collar. We're going to keep doing this for a bit, get some more good repetitions in, and we'll end on a good note. Good job, buddy.